Viewers, it's time to buckle up, strap down, and hold on for dear life. Cup 7 was the last cup in the Open Division for 2018, and with it the last chance to secure a top 8 finish for each region. And next week, we prepare for the grueling slugfest that is the Open Division playoffs to find out who will be challenging the bottom teams in the HGC in the Crucible. So let's break the ice and talk about some Heroes of the Storm. I am Bahamut, and this is the Open Division Phase 2 Cup 7 recap. This week in Europe, we saw some teams really making moves that definitely dumpstered the plans of some of our well-known teams. Newcomers to the top 4, Meme Lords, Meme Machines, and M6E took out Rusty Frenchies, Holy Bananas, SFD Gaming, and Tranquility. While none of these teams were eliminated from the playoffs, it certainly stopped other teams from moving in on them. EPG Frozen and ePunks dominated the way to the grand finals, with neither team dropping a map to any of their opponents. The grand finals found its start on Volskaya Foundry. EPG Frozen opted for a strong split-pushing composition, and ePunks did their best to disrupt lane rotations and keep EPG Frozen's multi-lane presence to a minimal impact. ePunks went on to claim objective after objective, takedown after takedown, and secure the win on map number 1. Game 2 on Infernal Shrines was a much closer affair until the mid-game. EPG Frozen stood level to level with ePunks up until a long team fight started tilting things in favor for ePunks, and the additional picks certainly didn't hurt either. The game came to a convincing end as ePunks shot through the keep and the core with the Punisher. ePunks goes on to claim their 6th cup and decisively the first seed in the European Open Division playoffs. Our top 4 teams from tonight will all be flying their flags come next week, as with Psystorm Gaming's visit to the grand finals this week, they've secured a top 8 finish in points. Necrodancers, Freebirds, and Scythe Esports all qualified prior to this cup. Psystorm Gaming showed up to play tonight by removing the overall second place team, Freebirds. And Scythe Esports toppled the Necrodancers to once again punch their ticket to the grand finals. Game 1 took us to the floating isles of Sky Temple. The first takedown happened 16 seconds into the game. Both teams played nearly identical games, camps captured within seconds of each other, and lane presence being evenly matched in every phase. Scythe Esports only just managed to edge out Psystorm with some bottom lane pressure and secured level 10 first and used that advantage to take the boss. That boss led Scythe on a warpath. More takedowns, a keep destroyed, a bruiser camp invasion, temple control, and lane pressure. Scythe Esports divided and conquered their way to winning Game 1. Game 2 left room for some hope with a thanks to Ariel, but hope alone could not deal with Scythe Esports' unorthodox no-warrior composition. Psystorm brought life to the match with the first Punisher and keeping experience in step with their opponents, but in the late game, Scythe Esports' Sustain, Wave Clear, and Medivh were just too much of a force to be reckoned with for Psystorm Gaming. Tack on Thrall's solo lane pushing, Zul's ability to press a lane, enabled with a Deckard and a Tychus, there were just no tools left to deal with this type of composition. Psystorm tried, but Scythe Esports is just a team-eating machine. In a dominating 2-game series, Scythe Esports takes the cake and puts their own cherry on top, as they had already secured the first place seed in the playoffs prior to this week's cup. Thank you for watching, and big congratulations to ePunks and Scythe Esports for winning their respective Cup 7. ePunks outdid themselves by winning 5 others throughout Phase 2. Scythe Esports won 4 other cups. While winning in point standings is nice, the real fight begins next week with the playoffs. Be sure to tune in and root on our Open Division combatants and help them prepare for the inevitable clash with the teams from the HGC. As always, if you are looking for more information in the Open Division, it can be found at HeroesHype.com. I am Bahamut, your friend and your host, and I'll see you in the Nexus.